Hello, people. It's Poet, and welcome back to ARK. No, this is not James Stryker, Captain Commander of the ship, the place in the space. No. I mean, that was a cool idea. I really was excited about that idea, the role-playing idea. It was really... I think all of us kind of were talking about doing it. Fabe especially was really excited about doing the roleplay idea. He had even picked out a spot, I think, in the map somewhere that he really wanted to make his home for the roleplay idea. And the concept was going to be that we were all on this planet, which was, I guess, a penal colony or a prison planet, if you will. And with that said, we didn't really know who was there. We had a chance to... We kind of knew that other people might be there. But it gave us the opportunity to, if we stumbled upon a certain person in this world, would they be a friend or would they be a foe? And we'd have to form alliances or go to war against them, and there would be espionage, and you know, we had a pretty cool plan for the whole roleplay idea. And before I say any more about it, I want to say it's kind of flattering. A lot of people were like, I really enjoyed the scripted version. I like it being scripted. It wasn't scripted. It was completely winging it. It was improvised. It was improv, if you will. I didn't know what I was going to say beforehand, and I just went with whatever came to mind. So I'm very flattered that a lot of people were assuming that I had it written down somewhere. There was no script though, but it was just an idea that I was playing with, and I asked for people's opinions, and I think most people, there were definitely those who really enjoyed it, the stories of ARK. There were those who really enjoyed it, but then there were also those who didn't care for it. And I think there's one thing that I can agree with is that everyone loves the vanilla ARK. I wouldn't say that anybody liked the roleplay more than vanilla. At the very least, if you're going to watch ARK, you're going to watch vanilla ARK. So if I had to pick and choose, you know, losing viewers, losing people's interest, losing people's affection for the series over doing a roleplay, which was kind of just a fun idea, then of course I'm gonna just play vanilla ARK. I mean, it doesn't make sense to tell people to go watch someone else when I have the opportunity. The opportunity is there for me to do vanilla ARK and still enjoy it a lot, like so much. We are still starting a new world. This is a new server, and it's not because we were going to do the roleplay thing, so don't feel disappointed that, well, you know, you should do the roleplay thing because that's why you got the server. No, that's not why we got the server. I was hosting the server, if you can believe this. I mean, to tell you how my computer is, I was hosting the server, which takes about 5 gigs of memory. I was hosting the ARK server on my computer, and then also playing ARK on my computer and recording ARK footage to my computer. Sometimes even while I was uploading footage to YouTube. So I mean, that's quite insane. I'm surprised my computer didn't like blow up or overheat or I don't know what. I'm very surprised nothing bad happened to it. But nothing bad did happen to it, so thankfully I was able to handle that for while we needed it. But we all agreed that, hey, you know what? It would be nice to have a dedicated host. So we did choose a host that was fairly cheap, reasonable price anyway, for what we need. And it runs pretty smoothly. I think our server's still in Canada somewhere, so I'm happy about that. It runs fine for me. But it was a natural thing that had to happen. I couldn't host it on my computer forever. Just leaving my computer on all the time, having to double check with people if I needed to restart my computer or, you know, do things like that. So it's nice to have it on a different host either way. It has nothing to do with the roleplay thing. So the roleplay element was fun, but I think what we're going to do, we're just going to do vanilla. It doesn't mean that we can't naturally roleplay. I play myself very well. And just because I'm playing myself doesn't mean that I can't still cause rifts between the players and have that espionage dynamic and steal from others and form alliances with others and things like that. There's no reason why I can't do that as myself, you know? And I think that was one of the biggest points that a lot of the people in our ARK server chat, what we all decided was like, well, why do we have to be a different person? Why can't we be ourselves? I mean, what we do on Time Shot, you know, isn't real life either. And we still have fun. So, yeah, it makes so much sense. So right now, I'm kind of just looking for where I had that little base. James Stryker, Commander James Stryker. He had a little base somewhere around here. And I loved that base. For real, I did. When I found that on camera, it's just so cool, that little spot. So I want to go there. The kind of nice thing about not role-playing is that I get to talk about the game aspects that I otherwise would kind of have to hide. New features they add, new elements they add new dinosaurs and creatures all the time. Is this it right here? Did I find it again? I did! Totally did! That is cool, okay. But can I use this because I'm not the same person? Owner, poet. That's me. Hello, I just leveled up by looking at a wall. What? I'm gonna do something interesting. I'm gonna level up my fortitude like crazy. Give my skin a little bit of armor, if you know what I mean. So, learn that first, that second. That I can't afford. Alright. So, one example of something that I can talk about where I couldn't before because I was in roleplay mode is that... Wait, what was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. That basically they've made the performance way better than it was before. Like, way better. The frames per second are pretty decent. I've got the settings now on pretty epic settings. Where's my... Oh, yeah, craftables. Okay. Pick, I need thatch and a stone. Okay. Not fiber, not fiber. Surely there's a stone here somewhere. Stone. Do I have to go all the way back to the beach? Really? Ah. Okay. Well, I'll go back to the beach. I don't mind. The performance is pretty good. When I was looking... if I look up into the sky, I get about... Well, when I'm recording, I'm at a steady 30 frames per second, which is what I would expect from a game. But when I'm not recording, my frames per second, when I'm looking up into the sky like this, or looking down at the ground when there's not a lot of movement, or at a wall or something. Like if I went up to this big rock, there's not a lot of movement. It renders in very well. I would get probably about 45 frames per second. Which isn't high. If you guys know anything about video games, you know that 45 frames per second is not like the best out there. It's not by far the best out there. When on Minecraft I can get upwards of 400 frames per second. There are games where it actually even registers like thousands of frames per second. Up to, you know, it averages about 60 to 120 in most modern video games. This one was getting 15 frames per second up to 20. For my computer, I was getting about 20-ish, 25-ish frames per second. And that was when I was looking at the solid wall, not moving around. It was playable, but it wasn't that enjoyable. But now the performance is getting better and better and better and better. It's up to 30 frames per second, which I'm very happy about. And I really just can't complain about it anymore. Obviously, improvements can still be made. The performance will still get better. But, like I said, I really can't complain. I mean, you see, I'm on the fence about that. Should I complain or shouldn't I? Because there's two different camps. Two different thought processes about this. One side saying that the performance is perfectly fine. This is perfectly playable. Don't be spoiled by frames per second. And then the other side saying, yes, it's playable, but it could still be better. Like, let's not just say that this is as good as it gets and be done with it. Please make it better. Please keep working on it. So, I'm of the mindset that they should still work on it. That there is a lot of performance gains to be made. Because, let's face it, as beautiful as these graphics are, there are other Unity games out there that look way better and perform way better. So, you know, don't get me wrong. This game looks gorgeous. Looking up at the sky, that looks gorgeous. Looking at the trees and everything, it looks very beautiful. But there are better games out there. It would be a lie to say there aren't. All right, so let's see this here. This is kind of just my stay alive hut, I think, where I can log out. Nothing seems to come around here too much. But I do want to start gaining some levels, gathering some materials, so that I can eventually build at least a thatch wall all around. I would kind of like if there was an upgrade ability for walls that you place down, and similarly foundations and roofs and things like that. And what I mean by that, I've been spoiled by a game that's over 10 years old now. Jurassic Park, Operation Genesis. You guys know it, you guys love it. In that game, when you build a low security fence, you can click on it, hit upgrade, and you can upgrade it to either a medium security fence, or you can upgrade it further to a large security fence. And it costs money to do that. So what I would propose, what I would say would be worth it, surely there's a rock here. Pick up this rock. Pick it up. Why can't I pick this up? There's rocks everywhere. I can't pick them up. You gotta be kidding me. Anyway, it would be very handy if I could go up to a thatch wall like this. Say I have all the resources I need for a wooden wall in my inventory. Go up to the wall, hold E if I wanted, and then just hit upgrade and you're done. That would be, to me, that would make so much sense. It would make it so much easier when you've built an entire layout so that you don't have to keep destroying it and rebuilding when you upgrade yourself to, say, wood walls or stone walls or even metal walls. You know? Because those are all things in this game. Maybe I can find stone in this direction. Next time, I get a pick, which is as soon as I find some stone. Stone? Can pick you up? No. Grr. Next time I get some stone, I'm going to build a pick and then I'm going to go chop away at some stone here. Stone. Stone. Fiber. Stone. Ha! Finally. Finally. Get more stone. Flint! 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 You gotta be kidding me. You've gotta be kidding me. You've gotta be kidding me! This huge rock was just nothing but a big hunk of flint? I don't believe that. I know that this pick is obviously better at getting flint, but come on, give me one piece of stone. One. A single piece of stone. Thank you. Thank you so much for that one piece of stone. Ah, gotta make an axe fast. Obviously, this pick is just not working out. Yeah, let's try that. Plant! Oh my god. It's easier to just pick up the rocks on a shoreline, I swear. It really is. Look at all the rocks I'm getting now. Okay, there's Huck's house still. That was something that I totally didn't expect when I started role-playing. I didn't know that there was anybody near here. And then I came around the shoreline here and saw Huck right there. And I know for a fact that Win is in that direction that I punched as well. Right over there. And further to that, apparently Avo, Anasia's husband, he found Huck's house. He lives in the east, which is the direction I started walking from when this episode started today. He lives out there somewhere. They both live out there somewhere. I don't know where. But quite far away. But towards the east. But it just goes to show you that we can all still stumble upon each other even though we're all building kind of separately. I like that aspect quite a bit. But I would like to use this area here and essentially build up fortification. Build up some fortification. Build walls. Fences. Yeah. I don't know how far I'm going to claim. But at least this little island here that I'm standing on right now, surrounded by the little water here, and go probably up to the rock face. Like I can picture myself building a wall from like here. Build it from here. And then go all around the shoreline. Essentially. And then cut across somewhere and go to like those rocks there. Those big rocks there. Possibly. Are these rocks that I can destroy? Yes, they are. So I want to go up to like this rock that I can't destroy. And do that. Now that's a pretty big area. But I don't mind that. I think that that'll add a lot of fun to the game, having to build on such a large scale. And if I think on terms of like Minecraft building, that's not a big area at all. For some reason, everything just seems a lot bigger on this game than it does in like a Minecraft world. I guess because it's so much harder to get materials to build things. So let's see. What can I learn? Let's do my fortification again. We've got 10 points. And I kind of want to get the fence frame, which is going to be way down here. Level 15. I'm what, level 2, level 3? But I also want to get at least the foundation learned. And the wall learned. Roof learned. Start with the basics. Man, this guy walking through the water, it sounds like something running. He scares me so bad. You are scary. What level are you? I can't see the name over his head. I guess because I have that disabled in the options. That's okay. I disabled a lot of things like that for when I was going to roleplay. But that's okay. I can turn that back on with the click of a button. Let's start out by expanding this house here. I think I almost have to destroy these walls because I am technically not the owner. It says that I'm not the owner. It's silly, but technically not the owner. Break this wall. How long does this take? Hello? 1341 out of 1600? I barely damaged it. Hello, I'm inside of this house. Ah. Well, let's see if I can craft at least a foundation there. And actually, let's throw this back. Nope. Click. How do I get rid of it? There we go. Craft, and then see if I can connect them together, even though I don't own the one. No! I can't. Can't place thatch floor too close to an enemy foundation structure. I'm not an enemy! I'm me! I have to destroy this whole thing, and it takes so long. It takes so long, but at least I guess I don't need, well, if I use my fists, like I could use my fists just fine. What am I doing? Huh? Oh yeah, I forgot this button did a thing. Unknown region. 12 degrees. It's a pretty chilly day, spring day. If I punch this, it would hurt me. Oh, what? It's giving me, it hits me like twice. Do you notice that? Maybe not. Weird. But that hurts me, so I can't use that. Maybe a pick? Maybe a pick is better at breaking it? Let's see. Okay. It went down by about 5. And now I think it went by 7. I can't math. That's about, yeah, that's about 6, 7. Yeah. Axe does better job of chopping it away. A little bit. Okay. I'll chop away with the axe. This is gonna take forever. At least I level up with this, but come on, man. I need to just like annoy this guy somehow and get him to like destroy this foundation. I don't know how I do that with him still being alive. Maybe I should just start building this somewhere else. How far away do I have to be? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. That's quite far away. At least I can still build here, even though Huck is just around the bend. But I hope that me and Huck don't have conflicts with having to put... No, he's way over there. He's way over there. Alright, there shouldn't be any problem. But that's kind of unfortunate that you can't build that close to enemies. I guess that prevents griefing in PvP, normal PvP servers. And, I mean, obviously this game is geared towards normal PvP servers where people don't really know each other as well as we know each other, the people who are on this server. So you gotta have all these safeguards and stuff. I'll just collect some berries because I'm starving to death. There we go. But anyway, let's try to eat. Yum 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 yum. Yum 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 yum. There we go. And then these. The last thing I really have to eat. Okay. That'll feed me for a little while now. My water is just tanking. I don't really know. Wait, is it going down? Yeah, why is it dropping like that? Because I was eating the berries? Do stimberries make you thirsty now? I don't know. I don't know. Something making me thirsty. So we're playing on version 180.0 1.42, I think it's called. I don't know what the update is. Usually I'm really on top of what the updates are. I have no idea what the update of today was. Or the update of the other day, I guess I should say it was. I don't know what they added. I know that they were going to be adding a lot of new creatures in the dossier. They added some kind of a prehistoric caveman-esque creature. Something Pithecus, Australopithecus, or I don't know what it is. They added a caveman, essentially, is what it is. Neanderthal. And that might add some kind of an interesting element to the game. If they can build things, if they can hunt, if they can come after you as like a tribe, that would be very interesting. If, on the other hand, they're very, very prehistoric, to the point where they really don't have much intelligence at all, then they're just basically adding a giant ape to the world, I guess. I don't know. I know that that was one thing that they were going to add. They were adding plesiosaurs. That's been a long time coming now. Mosasaurus was announced. Forget what else they've announced recently that I'm not sure if they've added or not. But there's a lot of things they're adding. Quetzalcoatlus, the pterosaur, Quetzalcoatlus. I don't know why they're adding that. I guess because so many other dino games do. So many others do. That it kind of just makes sense to add it, I suppose. And yeah, that's all I have to say about that. I wish I talked about this in the, I think not the roleplay episode, but the episode before that with Fabe. That I wish that the models looked a little bit less, you know, trying to look cool and looked a little bit more authentic. That's one aspect of the game that I really wish they would change. But probably not going to happen because, let's face it, people like things that look cool. And they do look cool, but very inaccurate, and I don't know. To each their own, I suppose. What's your opinion of it? Do you like the way the models look in this? Do you like the mammoths with their like 4 tusks and spikes, and the ankylosaurs with spikes all over their faces, and the triceratops with definitely more than 3 horns? Like all the horns around their crest, and I don't know. What's your opinion of it? I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments. And with that, I'm going to end the episode there. So thank you guys for watching. Like this video, comment below, and do all those other awesome things you people do, including waiting for the next episode of ARK. Now, I'm just getting started here, but the series is still going. This isn't season 2 or anything like that. I don't do seasons, but we're basically starting over. We're starting from scratch. So that's that for today. And I still got to keep destroying this thing. But maybe not. Maybe if I'm gonna log out, I'll stay in here and keep this as my little shelter. But it can't stay forever because I gotta be able to build around here. Anyway, we'll be seeing you guys in ARK. Bye bye.